Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we'll be looking at Tottenham's 4-0 win over Manchester City away from home, as James Maddison got a brace and Pedro, Porro and Brennan each scored once to give Manchester City their worst defeat under Pep Guardiola against Tottenham Hotspur. This is the first time that Manchester City have conceded 4 goals at home to any club under Pep Guardiola. What an incredible performance.
A huge win for us. Not only did we have a spectacular performance, we also jumped up, I believe, five places in the table. We were sitting at 11th before, ahead of Man United, but behind Brentford, and now have jumped all the way up to 6th.
Yeah.
With 6 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses, sitting at 19 points.
And it kills us even more because if we had won against Ipswich, we would be in 3rd place above Chelsea.
We would, yeah.
We would be above Chelsea, but fact that
it was crazy. This is the first time that City have lost a game at home in almost 2 years. They haven't lost a game at home at the Etihad before the 2022 Qatar World Cup. That's how long it's been.
Yep. The last loss was against Brentford. I think it was the last game right before the World Cup. Since then, they have been clean at home, but not today. Tottenham came in and they swept them away. Unbelievable performance, back to front. I mean, we played just fantastic all around, but I think 2 players deserve a shout out in particular, and that's Dejan Kulusevski and James Maddison.
Oh yeah, 100%. They, especially like Maddison scored twice. He got a brace on his birthday. Maybe it was his birthday.
Happy birthday, James Maddison.
Maddison put those two goals away incredibly, very very creative. Made explosive runs all throughout the match, but I would say Kulusevski gets my man of the match award.
Me too.
He was at the heart of everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Not a single thing we did was without Kulusevski.
I don't think he put a foot wrong today. Every time he had the ball, he got out of it, either getting a throw for us, a corner, or he'd come out with the ball. It was incredible. It was like the ball was a magnet at his foot. It would never leave him when it was in his possession. And City had so much trouble dealing with it.
Yeah.
Let's go through the goals real quick. So we scored 4 goals. The first one coming in the 13th minute from birthday boy James Maddison. Kulusevski's cross, though. Unbelievable cross. I mean, it cut out the entire City defense and put it on a plate for James Maddison.
Yeah. Excellent goal. What a cross from Kulusevski. And great awareness from both of them. Maddison with a good finish. And we went 1-0 up very, very quickly. And that was shortly before, in the 20th minute, Maddison scored yet again. I believe it was Guardiola at the back who made a mistake for City. We pounced. Eventually, Son had the ball. He was surrounded by a couple of City players. Maddison made an amazing run on the left-hand side of him. Son made a very intricate pass. It was a beautiful pass from Son to Maddison on the left-hand side, and Maddison put it away brilliantly. Maddison was, I think Maddison was the one who won back possession initially.
Yes, he was. That's right. Yeah.
And he had no right to run all the way around and make that run.
Yeah.
Which is really good from him.
That Son pass, I think, was the best part of that goal. I mean, he dragged in 4 defenders at one time, and with one pass, all 4 defenders are taken out of the equation. And Maddison just has to chip it over the goalkeeper, which the chip was unbelievable finish. But I think the pass from Son was the best part of that goal. But it's picking the best out of like a bunch of golden things. Like every part of that goal was perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then right after halftime, we go in 2-0 up, and 7 minutes after halftime, we come out 3 goals up. Pedro, Porro. This was the run that Kulusevski made that really lit up my world. I mean, he got through 3 defenders, gave it to Son. The Son pass again. I don't know what was up with Son today, but the Son passes were insane. I mean, he was dragging in defenders and then passing it right to the other player. It was amazing. And Kulusevski runs all the way forward. Ball across the box, just too far for Solanke, but Solanke unselfishly gives it back to Pedro Porro, who fires it into the back of the net. Fantastic finish, but the whole build up to that goal was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it was like a classic example of a team goal. The awareness of Solanke to pass it back to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro coming forward and making that run. It was a great finish from him too. And beautiful goal. Beautiful to watch.
Absolutely perfect. Picture perfect. I think a lot of people thought that was it. 3-0 was kind of done and dusted. Then they brought on Kevin De Bruyne, and I don't know about you, but I definitely felt scared that they were going to score a goal with De Bruyne. But he was well off it today. I mean, I remember 2 distinct moments where he just passed it out of bounds. So
and Holland missed so many chances from City.
Oh my God! I didn't want to say this during the match, but I swear, City. I haven't seen a team miss more easy chances than City do against us every year.
Yeah, 100%.
Whether it's Aguero, whether it's Haaland, whether it's Bernardo Silva, Foden, whoever, they always seem to miss the easy chances against us. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the chicken on a ball that we have on the shirts, but like, I really don't know.
It's something with us. City don't do this
yeah.
against other clubs.
No, but the way, I don't know, something to just distracts them completely. And it's really odd. But let's look at the 4th goal. Shortly after Timo Werner and Brennan Johnson come on, that's it, 4-0. Brennan Johnson puts it in the back of the net, but I think something caught my eye for that goal, and it was Timo Werner's run. Because he beat out...
Timo made an excellent run. He used his pace
He beat out Kyle Walker.
And then squared it to Brennan Johnson. That's a prime example of our 2 wingers working together.
He beat out Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is probably one of the fastest fullbacks in the league. I know he's older now, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he's probably the fastest or one of the fastest fullbacks in the league. So
yeah, it was an excellent run from Timo Werner.
And I think that's where we need him to shine. The pace is what we need from him. So for him to have proved that against City twice, the first one being the goal in the FA Carabao Cup, and this one, he's making a mark now. He is making a mark.
He is making a mark, especially off the bench.
Yeah.
Like Timo Werner, even if he never gets to the point where he starts, he can still make a huge impact for us.
Absolutely. And we've still got the whole season for him to make an impact. I think it's going to be particularly important in the next month or 2 because we've got so many games coming up. I think which is another reason why we saw Son go off the pitch early.
Yeah, and also I think traveling following the international break.
Yeah, that's
too.
Coming from Korea to England that's not an easy trip either way you look at it.
It's rough.
It is a rough trip. So I don't like. We've got a lot of games still to come, so we'll see how they go. But it's very important that we conserve the players' times on the pitch, because we're gonna need every ounce of ability that we have, and we're already not looking good in defense because Romero's out till December, Van de Ven is out till December. Bentancur suspended for a comment that he made, but that's another story to have. Odobert's still out with a hamstring injury. Richarlison's out with a hamstring injury. Mikey Moore has been out with a virus, so we're going to be looking to our regular Kulusevski, Son, Johnson, Werner. We're going to need them to stay fit the entire time.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Overall, today's performance, oh my gosh. I mean, like, every time we went forward, we made sure something happened, and that was what I liked about today's performance. Because usually,
we were so clinical.
Usually, in the past few games, I think we've been wasting a lot of chances. Ipswich springs to mind.
We waste a lot of chances, but today that was City, and we were so clinical. Almost every chance we got, we put it away.
Yeah,
I would say we only had maybe 6 big chances the entire match, and we scored 4 goals.
That's an incredible output rate. I think so much of it comes down to Kulusevski's calculated passes and Maddison. Kulusevski and Maddison on the ball, that's what mattered today. But the question will be whether we can keep this up for the next matches, because Tottenham Hotspur, I mean, it's hard to tell whether this was the blip in the script or the Ipswich game was the blip, or if neither were blips and we're just supposed to be inconsistent. But either way, this is going to be something that we'll have to sort out.
Yeah. But honestly, our start to our season so far, overall hasn't been terrible.
It's been net positive.
Very up and down.
Yeah, but it's been net positive. And
net positive, yeah.
I think one thing that's very optimistic is we've been up and down in the league, but we have hit the ground running in the League Cup every single time, and I think that's going to be crucial, because I think that's a big contender for a trophy. We already knocked out City.
And you could say in the Europa League too, 100%.
That too, yeah.
I mean, even with our loss against Galatasaray really outplayed us that game.
Well, I'd say also that game against Galatasaray, was a little bit of a wash because we did start a little weaker lineup, and I think it was okay that we kind of sold it off because it was not something that we needed to win. We'd gone, I think, we had 3 wins in the bag already, or 2 wins in the bag, so we were pretty much good. So yeah.
Yeah, and we know Galatasaray are a top team. They've been in such good form.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for our look at Tottenham's 4-0 win against Manchester City. Unbelievable performance from the away side, the underdogs in this match against the Premier League champions. The first time that Pep's City has ever conceded 4 goals at the Etihad. So, unbelievable performance, and one that I think we've got every right to be happy with, because this was not luck. This was skill. This was tactical. We outplayed them on every front.
It was very tactical.
We outplayed them on every front. This is momentum that we need, because we're going to be playing Roma on Thanksgiving Day for those of you in the U.S. this Thursday. This Thursday. We're going to be playing Roma in the Europa League on Thanksgiving Day for those of you in the U.S. Then we've got a Sunday match against Fulham. And then after that, it's every 3 days through Christmas. We've got a match. So this is hopefully the momentum that we need to kickstart us into what will be a very successful festive period, hopefully, for Tottenham.
Yes.
But that's it for our look at Tottenham's 4-0 win over Manchester City away at the Etihad in the Premier League. If you enjoyed and want to see more Spurs content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time,
come on, you Spurs!